How do I do, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're here today with some No Man's Sky. Now, this is the first time I've played this on this channel. Not the first time I've played it in my lifetime. This is one of my favourite, if not my favourite game of all time. So I hope you enjoy, and let's just get straight into it. The journey begins with us waking up on a random, barren planet, not knowing who we are or where we came from. Obviously, first things first, at the start of the game, there's quite a few little tasks it asks you to do just to learn the basics. Now, obviously, I don't want to ruin the storyline for everyone, so I'm only going to show you little snippets and glimpses of it. And if you want to know more about the game, well, I suggest you go play it yourself, because it is so much fun. But we have to start off gathering some resources, building up our ship, fixing the ship's problems. Now, I will say one thing, this game is stunning in my opinion. Now, yes, it's not the most graphical game on the planet, and yes, it's a randomly generated game. And then yes, my PC is not good enough to play on max graphics, but just the difference on each world of what the environment will look like, the planet, the atmosphere, everything is just, it really immerses you in the game in my opinion, and really makes you feel like you're playing a unique game. Once we finally managed to get all the resources we need to do the little tasks it asked of fixing the ship and making a few little gadgets for our exosuit, we finally were able to take off from the ship and leave the atmosphere and enter space. Here we go. As soon as we left the upper atmosphere of the planet, we had an incoming message transmitted. And our first task was pulse driving to a new planet. Now, in my opinion, this is one of the coolest parts of the game. Just being able to go around and explore the barren space and go wherever, whenever you want. Once we did land back on the planet, the game made us go through a few more tutorial tips. It made us build a terrain manipulator and also showing us how to locate minerals on the surface of a planet, like copper and other things like that are used to build quite a few things on this game. We also learned how to claim a planet as yours. As you can see, this is now my planet, my base, not yours. It also taught us how to build a little house. How cute. Once we finally did all the tasks that you have to do before you're allowed to play the game properly, we were finally able to go see the space station. One of the places you're going to be spending most of your times in this game, because everything and everyone is there. I then did what any sane human would do, and immediately went to the character customization section and customized my character. We're now bright orange, kinda looks yellow, but I'll deal with it. It looks sick. We then headed back to the next planet the game told us to go to, because we had a few more tasks we had to do on the planet and a few more pieces of equipment we had to learn about.
Yeah, no chance I'm running all the way there.
We now have the ability to make a hyperdrive, which will finally grant us access to be able to leave this solar system and go to any galaxy we want. And if you don't know much about this game, I'm just going to let you know that there is something like, what, 16 quintillion different planets or galaxies you can visit. Let's just say you're never going to be able to find somewhere that you haven't been to. We did then get forced to go back to another planet because we had to go mine more copper so we could actually make the hyperdrive. Would have been nice for it to tell me before we left the planet that I needed more copper. I'd have just got it then, but it's okay. It's okay. Once we did make it to the area where we were going to be finding out how to make hyperdrive fuel, I also found these little eggs outside the building, which I do remember from playing this game before. It spawned some weird ass looking aliens in, and if you kill them, they drop meat or something. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's worth quite a bit of money. If you ever do see these eggs, I'd suggest opening them up and annihilating anything that comes out of it. We did then go inside and also find out how to make hyperdrive fuel, but it was a lot more fun killing those monsters, not gonna lie. Now we do have the hyperdrive built and got fuel in it, it is now time to actually leave this solar system and find a new one. Obviously we ain't just going to be randomly looking for one, we still have the tutorial to follow along with. Once we did get into the new solar system, we went straight to the objective, and I'm not too sure if it wants you to do this, but this crash landed ship you can actually claim and sell. The game doesn't exactly tell you to do so, but I'd suggest doing so. It's a bit of free dosh you can't really complain about, you know what I mean? We then finally got dragged to go see the space anomaly, which if you don't know what this is, it's probably one of the best places on the game to go. Every single online player will be here. There's a lot of storyline to do here, and you can research and upgrade everything in the game here practically. There's a few things you can't, but 99% of things can be done here. After the game had dragged us everywhere we didn't want to go, we finally headed back to the space station to sell that crappy ship we got off the planet. Quick little one mil or something, can't complain. After selling that, we also did find a guide to buy a ship off. A nice solar plane ship. Now, each ship in this game does have different attributes and does different things. Obviously there's fighters, there's cargo planes and stuff, there's solar planes. Depending on what you want, depends on what ship you want. There's no one ship that's just the best. It's all depending on what you need. But I love solar ships, and this one was a nice price, so I couldn't really complain. We sold it straight away. We then just followed along with the story again. We had to triangulate our position for him by placing some beacons on some random planet. Then had to go speak to this weird terminal, which gave us a really hard number pattern we had to try and break. After triangulating our position with the beacons for this random geezer called Artemis, we then had to go speak to Artemis at some, I don't know, pay-as-you-go phone location. I don't know if this is like an alien phone box on a planet. As we were about to take off from the planet and continue just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like the missions keep asking us to do, we accidentally found ourselves in a space fight, which I thought, oh yeah, that'd be a great idea to go join. It wasn't. We were not ready, so we left quickly.
That was not a good idea.
We then went back to the space anomaly, told this guy Nada that he's a prick for nearly getting us killed. And then we decided to go back to the space station and trade in some of those navigational data we've been picking up for some exploration maps. Now, specifically the emergency charts. If you don't know what these are, you can use these to find lost ships hidden around different solar systems. Just one of the easiest way at the start of the game to make a bit of money. After fixing up a few ships and selling a few ships, on our way through space, we also accidentally bumped into some random space anomaly thing. I have no idea what it is or what it's meant to do. I interacted with it and nothing happened afterwards. So honestly, don't know what it was. While doing some missions on some planets, we also accidentally got caught up in another fight, but this time we were ready for them.
You've been battered. Where's the next one? Yeah, you stood no chance there, mate. And that's how you gain trust with them. We also then accidentally, while flying through space, found a fugitive just cruising around the solar system. I don't know why the solar system's so hot for bounties and pirates, but Jesus Christ, they're everywhere. We also, again, found some random stuff in space. There was a random ship just floating around. No idea why or what it was doing. But it did give us a mission. We headed straight towards that mission on a random planet. And as soon as we got there, all I could see was just a random crash ship. Didn't seem like nothing special at the start. But, obviously, as the man I am, we immediately took the ship and tried to sell it before finishing the missions. Our event was full, so we couldn't. But after we saw that we did continue with the missions, we went back out into space and it took us to a derelict freighter. Now, don't know if you can loot these or not, but we didn't get time to because we immediately got caught up in a fight. Once we defeated those random people in space, we then went back to another planet, found another ship that we were going to sell. 4 million? Oh my days. Oof, I don't mind if I do. Why the hell is Lucas in my game? What the hell are you doing on No Man's Sky? Now this is unfortunately where the video takes a turn for the worst. After Lucas joined the game, I decided to help him out learn how to play the game. So we're not going to be adding that in the video, it's just basically going over what I did at the start. But afterwards, I then left, I came off for the night, went on the next morning, and my data for the game was completely corrupt, so we lost everything. We had to start all over again. Luckily we weren't that far into the game, but what a pain in the ass. Of course, if it's going to happen to me, it will happen. And just to add the icing on top of the cake, all the footage I recorded of me redoing the start after my game corrupted, all that footage corrupted. So I have no video for the restart of the game when I had to do everything again. And a few extra things that we also managed to do during that time. So you are going to see a big jump to a different part now. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. So what you can see here is we have just finished making our first Corvette ship. If you don't know what these are brand new to the game. These are basically ships that you and your friends can both fly in. So while I'm piloting it, they can be just walking around inside of the ship. It's a massive update to this game, and it's only just came out, and we've been waiting for this a very long time, and I'm so happy it's actually out. Add to collection. Let's see what the ship looks like then. Why can't I enter my ship? Is that going to make it easier for me to walk in the back door now? Yep. But here's the ship. Obviously there's not much inside at the moment, but now we can start adding stuff. Let's go for our first flight in this there. Look at the size of this thing. What does it look like from inside? Does it look the same as every other ship? Oh no, it's a bit different actually. No, this ship is actually cool. Obviously not my design. My design is awful. But flying these ships are actually really fun. Well, Mark II's been made. We haven't bought any new pieces. We've just moved them around. Instead of it being back heavy, it's now front heavy. That's what we've got now. not bad. We need to go find more pieces, to be fair, to actually be able to make a better one. Thing is, where do you find the missions to get better pieces for the ship? We need to start making money again, and fast. Well, we've done it again. We've changed what the ship looks like one more time. All I'm saying is, it looks sick now, I think. It reminds me of something out of the Avengers. Nah, she's a beauty, like. Oh? There's a scrap. Get me involved, like. I'm guessing that one close to me is a friendly. Hello, Poppy. Who do you think you are? You do not stand a chance, mate. Dickhead. Oh, we got an income. As you can see though, we finally got back to where we were before. We're at the alien phone box to speak to that geezer called Artemis. But as soon as we did get back to this mission, I decided to stop a little bit with just following the story, and we went off to find some hidden scrap pieces. That is apparently something you use to upgrade the new Corvette ship. Right. Now we should be able to customize the ship more, right? Modify. Right, what do we have to use? We have a new weapon. What else we got? Rock Hopper Wing. That's quite a cool wing, ain't it? I've only got one of them, don't I? Rock Hopper Fin. And middies, we got one. Quite nice fin. Speedbird Diffuser. Firebox Cowling. What? We have quite a lot of crap, don't we? Cargo Sphere. An exterior attachment for a Corvette class ship. This module is automatically linked to the Corvette's cargo system. Provides a moderate performance boost. Yeah, but it also looks stupid. A high energy shield, I'd like one of them. If I give you one of them, that's 4%. What about one of them? 4%. 12%. Could just sell it all. One of the most expensive scrap I've ever bloody found. Now, unfortunately, this is the furthest we got into the game. I was planning on going further to make an actual better ending for the video. But unfortunately, because our files did corrupt and half the footage did disappear, a lot of things changed and a lot more time was spent just redoing the stuff we already did. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. I know it's a bit of a shambles and all over the place. It's my first attempt at this style of video, so cut me some slack. I hope you enjoyed though. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment down below if there's anything you would like to see us play, or if you've got any tips for No Man's Sky. As always though, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.